So we just did the Taylor Swift song "Message in a Bottle" for ukulele, and it's really simple. And now we're going to try it for guitar. So here we are. Here I am with my guitar, and hopefully you have your guitar too. But anyway, so now the chords are G, C, E minor, and D. And just a reminder, because I know I've done tons of ukulele lessons and not really a whole lot of guitar. So just a reminder for the guitar, from thickest to thinnest string, the frets are for G, a normal, just kind of open position G, is 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, open, and then I usually play 3rd and 3rd. Some people play open and 3rd on those last two strings, the B and the high E string. So some people play 3 2 0 0 0 3. I play 3 2 0 0 3 3. But either way, it's a G, it doesn't really matter. So that's the G. Then the C is, now you don't play the thickest string, so I'm playing the 3rd fret, the 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. And so that I can strum them all, because on a ukulele, most of the chords that we ever play are all 4 strings, so you just strum all 4 strings. For this chord, since we're not playing the thickest string, I'm using, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, you should be able to. I'm using this finger, my 3rd finger, to press down on this string on this fret. But I press down slightly to the side. Did you see that? So here it's pressed down. If I move slightly to the side, now I'm touching that string, so it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't make a sound. Well, it makes a sound, but it doesn't ring out. So then you can strum all 6 strings and it doesn't come out anyway. You don't hear it underneath all the other strings ringing out. So that's the C, E minor, nice and easy, open, low E, 0, 2 2 0 0 0, E minor, and then D. So D is a little tricky. What I do is I mute, stop the thickest string from ringing with the side of my thumb. I'm not wrapping around to press down on the string, I'm just touching the side of the string. And that stops the string from ringing. Okay? Then the A string we don't play. But there's no real easy way to stop that from ringing. We'll get to that in a second. There's no real way to stop it from ringing. The D string you play open, then the G is 2nd fret, the B is 3rd fret, and the high E is 2nd fret. So you end up with just those 4 strings. Went a little bit out of tune. The cold weather and stuff, and then warm hands. So anyway, the A string. If you can, wrap your thumb around and touch them both without pressing down on the low E string. Because if you press down on the low E string, in this case here at the 2nd fret, you actually get a note to come out. We don't want that. I can't do that, but if somebody can, if you can, some people can. So I just try not to hit the A, and the plus side is if you hit the A D major chord is built on 3 notes, and it's D, F sharp, and A. So there's an A already in there. So if you play that low A, it's not the worst thing in the world. You end up playing a D/A chord. It's not a D, it's a D/A, but it's close enough to a D because, like I said, the A note, the A string, the A note, there's already an A in the chord, so it's part of the chord anyway. So there we are. So the intro just like the ukulele version, is the G for 2 measures. Then the verse comes in, okay? And all of these chords, 4 beats, 1 measure long. So G, C, E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, and that's the verse. So you run through the 4 chords, G, C, E minor, D, twice, and that's the verse. Then you run through them twice again, and that's the pre-chorus. Then you run through them 4 times, and that's the chorus. Then we are to verse 2, which is the exact same as verse 1, the chords twice. The pre-chorus, exact same as the previous pre-chorus, run through the chords twice. The chorus, 4 times. Running through the chords 4 times, just like the previous chorus, nice and easy. There's a couple of spots where the D just hangs for a full measure and not, the full rhythm through it. But you'll hear that when you play through the song or listen to the song. And there's one spot where there's an extra measure. I believe it's only one spot, but again, you'll hear it after the first chorus, before verse 2. It goes G, C, E minor, D, 2, 3, 4, and then to the next part, the verse 2. So there's an extra measure of 4 beats with no chord over it. Then we are at the bridge, which I wrote down. So it's C for a measure, D, C, D, C, C, C. So it's C for 3 measures there. So C, D, C, D, C, C, then sort of an extra measure of C. So 3 at the end of the bridge there. And then the chords again, but now just one strum. G, C, E minor, D, and then vocals come in, but it's still the same chords, and then the chorus, and the chords 4 times, and that's the chorus. So 4 times? 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, then the outro are the chords again, just 2 times, and ending on the D. So the outro is D. Or does it just end with, I can't remember. One of those. It ends on the D. I don't know if it's strumming through the full measure or it just stops, but whatever. So there you go. Easy enough on guitar.